It is I, O.G.B.O. Welcome to Man Codes. I'm speaking again live on raising the vibration and the value and reset. When I speak on vibration, it's important to understand this earth we live in. Give me a second. I'm driving over a road that's being redone. Just give me a second, because I want you to hear me clearly. Okay, it's starting to smooth out a little bit. Okay, well, like I was saying, it was important. It's important to understand that we're living on a planet, well, in a planet that's alive. Most never consider that the earth we live in is alive. And when you look at it that way, when I explain energy and the energy pocket that we're in now, this very low energy frequency is very low. The same way, I mean, it should make a little bit more sense, but the same way you can walk into a room and completely change the energy in that room. How many times have you been in a conversation with somebody, or you just in a room and someone comes in and don't necessarily say anything to anybody, but you feel the negative energy? You feel it. You know, you can feel it. It almost like, it's almost suffocating. Sometimes it's so strong. Okay? The same way you have the ability to do that, you have the ability to sense that. The earth also has that energy, right? And this, I mean, look, this gonna be deep. Y'all just bear with me. I'm trying to get through it. This is really going to be deep, and this is going to explain a lot of disasters we have. From a historical and a biblical or Quranic standpoint, the Great Flood, you know, how the Most High he was displeased with the energy that was rampant in the earth at that time, the negativity. And the earth responded with a great flood. Now, rather you see that as an actual event, something that actually took place, or if you simply see it as a metaphor, it bears witness to what I'm teaching about vibration, energy, and raising your vibration and resetting your aura. Okay? So I'm going to start here with the basics. You forgive me. I'm trying to keep my vibration. I'm not going to submit to road rage. Yay for me. Okay. Well, I'm going to start here. The basics. Doing unto others as you would want done unto you. That's basic, right? Now let me explain why. Whenever you put out negative energy, whenever you release it, it returns. It may not return from the direction that you sent it, but it will return. So, the more positive you put out, the more positive energy returns. This is very natural. There's nothing spooky about it. You are actually super. You know what I mean? You have power. We have power that we don't master. You know, but we display it all the time, never paying attention. When you find a person that's very negative, everything they say, everything they do is negative. Look at their life as a result. Even those who are in the entertainment business, or the rappers and the trap artists, you look at the fact that they have money and you say, well, damn. You know, that kind of contradict what bruh's saying, because they successful. But because you're successful, do that mean that you're happy? How about that? Because you have money does not mean that your life is in order. You know? It's the same for those of us who, my generation, when I came off the porch selling crack, I knew that was wrong. I knew it was wrong. Didn't nobody have to tell me selling death was wrong. But most people that I grew up with that was on top when we were younger are now the people that's buying the drug that they were one time selling. It comes back in some way, shape, or form. It always comes back. So the reset is all about resetting your approach to life. You want to wake up and go to sleep without releasing negativity. Every word you speak is positive. Even when you're correcting someone or you're teaching facts, you don't have to resort to name calling or belittling a person. You know, when you're talking about a behavior that you don't like, I don't agree with homosexuality. I use that as an example, right? But I'm not gonna use words that hurt people. You know, the F word, and I don't do that. You know, that's another human being. I can explain to him why I do not believe in that behavior, or why I don't engage in that behavior, and why he shouldn't engage in that behavior. I can do that without being negative. I can do that without putting him down. You see what I'm saying? So the reset is all about moving forward from this day forward. You're moving forward with a positive outlook to life. Because when you put positive out, it comes back. Now, this does not mean you're not going to have setbacks. This does not mean that you're not going to come across difficulty or bad things. This does not mean bad things will not happen. You know, your perception comes into play when we looking at it from that angle, because how you perceive a thing is key. Everything that may originally look to be bad or negative, you know, may not be negative when you look at, or bad when you look at the whole picture. For an example, you're driving and your tire pop. Like, man, this is something bad. But I've been doing positive all day. You know, why is bad things happening to me? Unknown to you, had your tire not popped, you would have been in a car accident. By your tire popping or blowing out, you slowed your clock, your time, because if you would have kept at that pace, going X amount of miles per hour, you would have been the one in the car crash. Perception. So even when, I'm saying that because even when something happened that you look at as being something bad, it's not necessarily bad. It's all on how you perceive it. In a situation like that, my perception of it, I'm not going to go into the negative. I'm going to say there's a reason for this. This happened for a reason, and it's to my benefit. It may cost me a few dollars, but it's to my benefit. And even with situations like that, yet and still, the majority of your experiences, when you take on this reset approach to life, the majority of those you come in contact with, and the experiences that come from those from contact with other people are going to be positive. It's positive. Your positive thinking. And when you begin to master this, you are now able to call things into an existence. The reason Yeshua, aka Jesus, was able to perform what's called miracles is because his vibration was at such an elevated level that he could lean on the earth energy and bring it in line with his desire. Did you catch that? I mean, does that make sense to you? Hold on for a second, my son's getting in there. How was school today, son?
It was alright.
Okay, I'm making a video. Alright. Put your seatbelt on. Okay. But because he reached a level of sending positive energy out, once you reach a certain level, as he did, you're then able to bring the energy of the earth in line with your desires. Do that make sense? There's nothing spooky about this. And not only that, when you reach a certain level of being in control of your energy, you can, what they call, astral projecting, when your energy, your life force leave your body and travel without the physical vessel. There are some people who, for whatever reason, found some type of shortcut, or they were just born able to do it. I have done it once. One 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 day I was I was over at my children's mom house, and I left. I saw myself. I looked back and saw my body, but I knew I was not dreaming. And I went to where I went, and I did not go far. I'll tell you the truth, I was a little frightened, but curious at the same time. I was curious to see how far I could go, but afraid to go but so far, if that makes sense. And when I came back, I went to lay on my body, and I couldn't get back in. And I'm becoming I'm panicking a little bit, and I get this thought: into your body the way air enters your body. And I saw myself going through my nose, and I closed my eyes. In my mind, I saw myself going in through my nose, and I woke up. As soon as I woke up, I woke right up, because it's that thought that, is this real? Is this actually happening to me? So I woke up, and I sit up, and I shake her, and I tell her, yo, I just left my body. She probably thought I was tripping or whatever. But the point I'm making is, you are born with power, what's called power. But you have to learn how to pull on it, how to bend it to your will. I'm trying to show you through my own experiences the way to do that. It's through first resetting your approach to life. Everything you do, you want to do positively. You want to be positive in everything you do and everything you say. You don't want to lie. Lie is a negative energy. If lying creates and enables a negativity to grow, and negativity is very strong, right? It's very strong. And it's so strong because we live in a world that's negative. So the energy is far more invested in, So, I mean, imagine positive and negative going into a vessel, right? But we live in a world where everybody is depositing negative. So, of course, that vessel is heavier than the other vessel, which is the positive vessel, right? So negative energy is very strong. That's the point I'm trying to make. So when you lie and things like that, it's it gives power to the negative, to that negative energy, to touch and affect. See? So when you tell a lie, you experience someone lying to you. It's you don't want to deal with negativity. Is the point that I'm making, right? Because the effect of it is immediate because of how much negativity exists. But when you begin to focus on positivity and doing good things, and you do it so much to where it becomes second nature, at that point, you're now able to call the energy on our earth to align with your desires. You with me so far? Listen, you are welcome to Cash App. $RENARDO, Renato, RASHID. I asked for the Cash App donation because I'm dealing with reset. And my desire is to begin purchasing land, 100 acres, starting with 100 acres and 25 families per 100 acres. The goal is to create a reality where people of like minds and people who are striving to be like Jesus, who was made man. So this money goes towards buying that land. All those who wish to take, forgive me, I didn't know we cut off, but America is for, or when I cut off, I wasn't paying attention. But we want to that first group of 25 on that first 100 acres of land that would be, we're starting on the next one. Because in the reset, we're dealing with reality, right? We're not going to beg those in power to do right by us. We're going to do right by ourselves and pool our resources together and build. And I'm not frowning on you if you do not. Listen, my live keep is being interrupted, so I'm gonna go ahead and tap out. But leave your comments again. Cash App $RENARDO, Renato, RASHID, Rashid. I see y'all on the next one. Be the will of the Most High. Peace.